Hey yo, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahshai. Go on to see apostles and elders of Great Millstone, man. It's the bros from the GMS London camp. Just gonna get into a little article I got on it's on digiday.com, and the title is Chinese tech companies venture into unmanned convenience stores. It says I'll get into it. It says, out of curiosity, Teresa Chen recently went to an unmanned convenience store, Easy Go, near the China Plaza shopping hall in Guangzhou, China. She used her WeChat app to scan a QR code to get into the store, where she found imported snacks, candy, and soft drinks. Every product had a price tag powered by radio frequency identification, RFID if you didn't know, a technology that can automatically track and identify tags attached to objects. After she selected a box of crackers, Chen stood in the payment area and the bill automatically appeared in WeChat. Once Chen paid using her WeChat wallet, a mobile payment service developed by Tencent, the door opened to let her leave the store. So this is part of that. This is part of what Esau wants, man. Through that mark of the beast, man. Basically that total control, man. Because this is basically a store. You go into the store, and then you gain access to the store using their service, and they get you into the store, and then like you basically get to purchase things, and like once the payment's made, they let you out. That's like the same thing Esau wants to achieve with his RFID, man. With this mark of the beast, just that total control. Because they've had, I know that like I think it was like 2013, something 2012-13, where you had the advert of like the Amazon Go. Maybe it was a bit later than that. My memory is fucking, I don't know, man. All years blend into one for me, really. The Amazon Go store was a similar kind of thing, where you walk in and then you just like you got the chip in you. You walk in, you just pick up different things. Then as you leave, it charges you. So like that's basically one of the ways they're trying to market the chip. And then just like in this article, it's just bringing out how like in China they're actually doing that, because over in the States it's like on the same scale. You can't really roll it out on the same scale, man, because people are fucking wary as fuck, man. You got a lot of these truthers which are looking into certain things, and it's just not going to go over. People are a bit attached to them dollars, but China's a place where it's basically these guys are just fucking licking on the heels of the so-called white man in America, man. They're basically just sucking on these ballsack, and they're just trying to do everything they can. So they think basically they can trial this shit out there, and they'll eat it up. So let me see. It says the whole experience was seamless, as I didn't even need to scan the price tag to pay. And Chen, a product manager for a nutrition supplement company in Guangzhou, I think the biggest advantage of unmanned store is cost control, as labor is getting more and more expensive in China. So that's that AI, them robots, that is also part of it, man. That's basically Esau making it where he doesn't have to rely on motherfucking people. He can just have AIs and machinery working in these different aspects and keeping people under lock and key, the few people he does want to survive. So this is basically giving you an insight into what Esau wants with his RFID, the kind of kingdom he wants to create, man. Because this is what he's working towards.
Real quick precept. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
That's it. He's trying to get that ultimate status. Just try and put himself on the most highest level, like he's just the greatest thing that ever came on the planet Earth. And that's just not the truth, man. This guy, the way he's trying to do it is through bootleg means, man. Yo, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, he's got the angels out there. He's got orders and systems set up, man. Yo, Yahweh Shem Yahshai created the whole the earth, every system that exists in the earth. He created it, man. You got Esau going into. I was listening to something on just on. It was going into like kind of things that happen in the human body, and I was saying, it was an evolutionary trait. We evolved so that when we become under a certain level of this, then I'm like, no, it's not evolution. That's how it was designed, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai designed every aspect of the human body and of everything that's out here, just so it could work and in cohesion with nature. That's how everything was made, basically. So things are balance out and work together, man. The fact that you breathe in fucking oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, and trees breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen, is not just pure chance, man. It's not happenstance. That is because it was done by design, and that's what Esau don't like to deal with, because he's not the Most High. He's just a bootlegger. He's trying it. He's fronting, and the Most High is going to show him for who and what he really is. Guy, you got a bit more on that?
No, that's done. That you want to get Job or
Go on. Well, get Revelation first.
Okay. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse. I'll start from 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
That's it, man. Because it's like that image of the beast that is basically trusting in all the tenets and things, basically, that America and its European Western system upholds, man. That homosexuality, that all this diverse wickedness, man, that they pursue. Women being over the men, the kids being out there just doing whatever the hell they want. All this complete madness and wickedness, upholding the so-called beauty of the so-called white man's image. That's another thing, man. Because that Caesar, they're upholding that like that is just the most ultimate form you can have on the planet Earth, and that's complete bullshit. The so-called white man has defects, man. This guy he's the lowest form of creature on the planet Earth, and that's just what it is, man. But then he's basically got everyone fooled, thinking they just met to a white man. They just think, oh, white man. You get all these heathen nations basically gargling on his nutsack because he's basically brainwashed them and programmed them to do that. And then the so-called black man, the Israelite man, is looked at like a piece of shit.
But he's the son of God.
Yeah, that's what Esau's done out here, man.
Right, I'm going to just take something quickly up.
Yeah.
And part of this worshipping of it says that worshipping the beast is like if you're all up into the system, into this structure that the so-called white man's created, like the brother's saying, and basically worshipping the so-called white man, then you're gonna end up taking his chip. You're gonna take the mark of the beast because you believe in that. You believe in this world, in this age, But the true believers, the elect few of the Israelites are gonna believe in the world to come. The kingdom of heaven. Yahweh Shai's rule, man, and that's why the elect aren't gonna take the chip. And he calls of verse 16, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
So that's this is when Nate was saying, look, where's my dog? And it's June, all that, but lo and behold, June came. And then all of a sudden, you're hearing about in America, they were talking about, what was it, Force Space, or whatever the fuck that company was called, man. They were basically implementing RFID. Over here in the UK as well, you had people implementing it. And it's something you've seen in Europe as well.
Sweden.
The Baja Club in Spain, they were using the RFID for payments. And then you had, what's his name, man? Was it Nick Rockefeller? With Aaron Russo. He was talking about, look, and the end game is to get everyone chipped. So this information's coming out, and now it's beyond evident. It's beyond evident. You can't even deny it. If you're trying to deny it, then you're just a black piece of shit.
Oh, and he said as well to Aaron Russo, he said, oh, the chip, your chip's gonna, your one's gonna say it's cool, let him go, kind of thing. So that goes back to the Georgia Guidestones. They want to have the elect few bit of slaves that they can, that are chipped, and they can just fucking control them, And they were trying to recruit Aaron Russo, and he was like, fuck that, and then they ended up killing him.
And his ass got murked off, man. He got wiped off the face of the earth. So go
on. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 636.
So,
I've got a quick...
there was something else I was going to say. Never mind. Go on.
Quick scripture.
Go on.
This is Psalms 140 verse 8. Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. Salah.
Hey man, that's what it is. Esau's crafting all these grand plans, and it's all gonna come to fuck all. Because basically, hey look man, the Lord's gonna let you get a certain way with the plans, and then after that, it's gonna come to naught. Because this, hey man, the universe wasn't set up so Esau could have his eternal rule of wickedness forever, man. That is complete BS, and that's just not how it's gonna run. Let me get into this a bit more, because there's a bit more to bring in. It says, okay, I'll skip down a bit. It says, if you visit cities like Osaka, Kyoto and Tokyo in Japan, you will see vending machines everywhere. You can think of unmanned stores as vending machines, but much more intelligent, said Tung. In China, you will first see the concentration of unmanned stores in office buildings and subway stations, and potentially residential properties. There will be lots of experimentation with the staffless model. For instance, Alibaba opened its first autonomous store, Tao Cafe, in Hangzhou this year, where the company is headquarters. Shoppers scan a QR code with their Taobao app to enter. Sensors and cameras scattered throughout the store detect the item a shopper selects and automatically charge a person on their Alipay, a mobile payment service developed by Alibaba, when they go through the payment door. So this is once again that RFID system that basically, the thing is that mobile payment service, that is just training you. So they're just going to say, look, just take this as an implant, you implant that, and then bang, you can have all your details on there. You don't even need to log into the app, don't have to scan this, you just come, bang, they detect your RFID, you roll through, it's easy, fam. Do it, fam. That's how they're going to sell it, because pretty much it's convenience. That's what they're trying to sell it on, convenience. It's the same thing with how they say, oh, get your medical details on a chip, implant yourself. Even if you're knocked out, then people know, oh, you've got an allergy to this, or you know, you fucking hell, or well, whatever details. Say, look, you ain't gonna accidentally get messed up. Just just trust in your chip, and that's how they're trying to sell it at first. But then it's gonna become mandatory, man. The thing is them early adopters, people thinking, oh yeah, we're becoming like cyborgs, blah blah blah. They're basically buying into it. They're gonna get it now first, but then it's gonna become a thing where they're pushing it like, okay, you want to use our service, well, you got to get an RFID. Or what, you want to use NHS? Okay, get the RFID. And all those different kind of ways to try and sell it. And that's what Esau's goal is, man.
Okay, I can bring something. Just had a quick article. Casino staff uniform tracking via RFID now common in Asia, and a lot of these things that the so-called white man brings out does it through like the business of media and military first before it starts going to the people through different tests. So, like for example, blockchain is growing within businesses, and then eventually that kind of technology is going to be put out there onto the people more and more for convenience, And basically, I ain't gonna go too much into it, but the article basically states that the staff that work there, their uniforms get tagged so that they can basically do their jobs in an easier manner. So again, convenience through businesses, and a lot of these businesses now are starting to do biometrics and starting to implement that pathway to the chip. A lot of these banks are doing it, even cinemas are doing it. And over here in the UK, so it's just a matter of time before that's just going to be put into your contract. You got to take the chip if you want to keep working at this company. Then what? People are going to be tested, man, and a lot of the people are going to take this chip.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that biometrics is that's slipped in easy, because I've been working in like hospitality, like food restaurants, that kind of shit, and pretty much from 2014, pretty much everywhere I've seen is fingerprint scanning to just to register that you're working, and that's become normal. everywhere. No one. I remember when it first came out, when they switched to it. Then there was a couple of people complaining like, oh, okay, no, I don't really want my information known by the company. But now it's got to the point where everyone's just like, oh, well, okay. No one even raises a voice. And that's what is this conditioning. Because that's how it is with the chip right now. Getting the chip, people will be like, well, insert, I don't know. But then when you got your youth getting chipped up, it's like with the iPads, man. The iPads, like, when they first came out, it was a big thing. But now you got fucking 3-year-olds who are better at using the iPad than like their fucking grandparents, man.
Yeah.
Even though the motherfucker can barely talk.
And they unlock it with a fingerprint as well on the iPads, you know.
Yeah. Go on. You got more on that?
No, I'm done with that.
Bang, Job 20, innit?
Come on. This is Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment?
That's it, man. The triumphing of the wicked is short, because all that Esau's doing, that he's basically trying to do with this shit, this is in vain glory, man. The Lord's not going to allow Esau, the wickedest specimen on the planet Earth, and the most, like, he can't even rule in order, man. You can see from all that he's done now that he can't rule in order. He's not going to allow him to rule forever, man. So this is just for a little season where you'll get to see, okay, Esau gets to have his field day, man. And that's going to run for a certain period of time. He's going to get that chip out. He's going to get to chip a big amount of our people, man. A lot of our people, grimy ass Negroes, are going to take that chip. And that's a beautiful thing. Because them grimy ass Negroes need to get annihilated off the face of the earth.
Quick precept.
Go on.
This is Job chapter 5, verse 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong.
Yeah, break it down.
So, hey, the Lord, like the brother was saying, the Lord ain't going to allow the Esau to basically accomplish what he wants to do, man. You know, he's going to bring out that chip, but he ain't going to be able to bring forth that new world order, man. Okay? Because the Lord's going to come and do away with that. It's going to basically, the Lord's coming to establish his new world order, you know? Yeah, we have to go back in Job.
Let me just read this because it's got a bit and just confirm what I said. It says like Amazon introduced staffless stores in the US last December, so it wasn't even fucking they might advertise it fucking before, but apparently it was last year. But you know, shit. Just after you've been in the truth for a while, man, you don't even like all years start blending together, man, because you're just thinking. You can't. I mean, come on. But the company's Amazon Go store has not yet opened to the public. Amazon's store of the future idea is becoming a craze in the e-commerce and venture capital communities in China. However, you don't have the same concentration of people in the US, said Tung, and the size of mobile payments like WeChat Pay and Alipay in China is around 11 times bigger than the US because credit cards are not as popular in China. So basically they tried it in the US and it's gone shit. So basically they shipped it out to China, and them Chinese, they've got them fucking already on a certain kind of vibe, so they can test these things, man. And this is basically letting you know that RFID is what Esau's invested in, man. He's, you know, anyone that thinks the mark of the beast is Christianity, that is completely false. That is just not what it is in the slightest, man. Go on,
This is Job 20, verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Yeah, because all these nations now are basically looking to Esau like he's the God on earth. That is going to come to an end swiftly. And no one's going to be looking. Once Esau's... Look, when we were in the kingdom, and Esau's been beaten into his correct position on earth, no one is going to be thinking, oh, but Edom might... Bro, they're going to see the level Jake's on. Just no, these guys are the one. Like, I just can't even... It's in, I think it's Hosea. It said, surely these are the sons of God.
He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods.
That's it. All that he's stolen, he's gonna have to return them goods, man. All them gold. Because, hey, man, there's a reason why they called like with Ghana, and Benin, Togo was on Africa, the Gold Coast, Puerto Rico, Port of Riches, Argentina, silver. All these countries, basically, they had mass wealth and riches, and Esau stole that. So he's gonna have to return it. That's plain and simple. God.
His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned, it is the gall of asps within him. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he laboured for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down.
That's it, man. All that because right now Esau's labouring for that kingdom, man. You can see through getting Trump into office. That shows these guys are labouring for that for their rulership, man. Because this guy is such a big fucking asshole that he can easily just bring in whatever they want, man. This guy just says shit. Like this guy said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna cut taxes." Then all of the fucking of the White House is like, I didn't hear anything about. I don't know anything about cutting taxes. But that's because this guy is just that much of a fucking idiot. He'll just say some shit just to be like, yeah, fuck it. So yeah, fuck North Korea. We'll just blow them up. Look, man, we just need to blow them up. But then this guy's, come on, man. This guy's ready to let shit go. He's the guy that's gonna push the button, man. If this guy don't get shit done in his tenure, then I don't know what the elites are doing.
They had what only 2 terms ago you had Bush saying, well, Iraq has weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah.
And now they're talking about blow up America, blow it up.
Yeah, come on, man. Retards.
Yeah.
Trump is a fucking legend, man. Go.
It's verse 18. That which he laboured for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down.
Skip down to 22.
Okay. It's verse 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
That's it, man. So when Esau is looking to get to that ultimate level, he's thinking, yes, I've done it. Everyone's checked. Yes. And he's thinking, all these plans seem to be going well. That's going to come to naught, man. Because he's basically going to think, okay, this is it. Once I complete this, everything's secure. I can never be removed from my... But then the law's not going to have it happen, man. Because a lot of these elites, man, they're basically consulting with demons that are working for Yahweh. Yeah, the phone cut out, but we'll finish it up quick. Go on.
Verse 23 in Job 20. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
That's it, man. So whilst these elites, these these banking families, these Rothschilds, these Rockefellers, DuPonts, Gettys, Oppenheimers, all in different families are thinking they've got this thing locked in, it's going to come to naught, man. The Lord's going to basically flip it on them on the most ultimate level, man. Yahweh Shai is going to make his return, and these guys are going to get fucked up, man. And hey, that's a beautiful thing. That's what we're trusting in, man. You have to have faith to trust in that, man. Because a lot of these guys are basically like, how can we fight these guys? But look, man, you got to have faith that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai is basically going to deliver you from that and and uplift you in that time, man. That's what you got to be dealing with, man. You can't be thinking like, we're going to get them M16s, militarize ourselves, get the guns, do martial arts training. That's BS, man. They ain't going to come to shit. You had what is it, Theudas, man. Back in the time of the Roman Empire, he tried to raise up certain men. All that got brought to naught. So that's like, you got to trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to get through this thing, man. I'll leave it there. I'll say, all praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. I want to see apostles of great also, man. And shalom.